Two teams hungering for a victory square off in a Northern Conference hoedown, throwdown, and showdown. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to high school football on Broomfield Channel 8. I'm Bill Rogan along with Ryan Kloberdanz, and tonight we have a battle between two teams that need a win, but for different reasons, Ryan.
Absolutely. Thompson Valley is 0-4, and they're looking to just get off the schneid. Broomfield looking to try to get back into this race in the Northern Conference. So two teams need a victory, but both for different reasons.
And Broomfield comes in 2-2. And as Ryan mentioned, Thompson Valley looking for that first win. And if they get that win, they'll rely on number 6, that big running back.
Yeah, Dorian Brown, he is a beast. Benches over 400 pounds, runs a 4.40. If they're going to do something tonight, they're going to rely on him.
And we could have a nice battle between running backs because on the other side, Broomfield's Dan Gabel is healthy.
Finally, Dan Gabel is healthy. We've done a number of games here, and he's been nicked up every time. So it looks like he's going to be healthy tonight, and he put up 158 yards last week, so see if he can do some damage tonight.
The last 3 years, Broomfield has had their way with Thompson Valley, but Thompson Valley head coach Brian Inman likes his chances tonight.
Absolutely, and you know, why wouldn't you? You have a guy like Brown that can run the football and go the distance at the drop of a hat, so you got to like your chances.
Last time we were here, Broomfield, a heartbreaking loss. They gave up 21 fourth-quarter points to Longmont. But if they think Thompson Valley is going to be easy because they don't have a win, they're sorely mistaken.
Well, absolutely not. They're no pushover, and it is high school football. Anything can happen on any given night. It is homecoming tonight for Broomfield, so maybe the home crowd will help them out a little bit, but should be a good game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Again, Ryan Kloberdanz, Bill Rogan will have the play-by-play call right after this. Anyone want a piece of gum?
Yes. Oh, it's a 2. Victor.
Okay. Hey, welcome back to Elizabeth Kennedy Stadium here in Broomfield, Colorado. And right now you see the captains meeting at midfield for the coin toss. And Ryan Kloberdanz, a very heartwarming, touching story tonight because the honorary captain for Broomfield is a young man named Cullen McReynolds.
Yeah, diagnosed with cancer, and he's been fighting. He's almost 4 years old. Hopefully we'll get a shot of him. He's the guy, little guy standing there on the far left. He's wearing his dad's old number from back when his dad played here at Broomfield, and they're trying to raise some money for him. That's a great camera shot right there. They're trying to raise money for him to just try to offset some of the costs that are involved with his chemo and that kind of thing. And you know, that's a tough story. So you know, they're doing a breakfast and that kind of stuff. Bill, you can probably fill him in a little bit more on that. But
and if you would like to help out, the main office is accepting donations also at all home games. And his dad Chip played for Gary Davies back in 1988, and it's time for the national anthem. Nice job by the Broomfield band as we are set for the start of tonight's game. The Broomfield Eagles on homecoming, ready to burst through the banner to the right of us here at Elizabeth Kennedy Stadium. Bill Rogan along with Ryan Kloberdanz. Broomfield comes in 2-2, 1-2 in Northern Conference play. And coming off a nice win, 13-0 at Niwot. Thompson Valley, they are searching for that first win. Their last effort, a 43-20 loss at Lewis Palmer. And although they've been 0-4, Ryan, they have been competitive. And this is a game that Brian Inman feels if they don't make the mistakes they've been making, they have a shot to win this ball game.
Yeah, don't turn the ball over. I mean, normal, everyday football things. Don't turn the ball over. Don't throw interceptions and take sacks when you don't need to. And they give the ball to their big man, and I think they've got a pretty good shot tonight.
Todd Zwickel will kick off for Thompson Valley. They're
ready to go.
They're ready.
They're out on the field. They're ready to get this one going.
Thompson Valley in the road white uniforms with gold pants or yellow pants and the dark helmets with the wings on them. And Broomfield in the home royal blue, monochromatic look with silver and white trim, silver helmets. And Trent Ireland goes deep. And also going deep is Dan Gubel. And we are set to go. Hayden Underberg also deep for Broomfield. It's Eagles versus Eagles. Ball teed up at the 40-yard line. And Zwickel boots it down to Gubel at the 11. Gubel to the center. Finds a seam and gets it out to the 29-yard line. Pretty good coverage. Cole Fiskus in on the tackle for the Thompson Valley Eagles.
Yeah, big number 70 there.
Let's take a look at the offense for Broomfield. Their quarterback is Eric Kaiser. The fullback, Jake Wheeler. Dan Gubel, the dangerous tailback. The receivers, Fisher and Gorman. Tight end is Tatum. Nelson, Latimer, Wheeler, Leonard, and Eakes are the line. And I believe Nelson, though, is out of this game. We'll see who his replacement is. Kaiser in the shotgun, hands to Gubel. Gubel very shifty and is pushed out of bounds. On the tackle was Max Schoen for Thompson Valley. That'll bring up a second down and about 3.
That's a nice run on first down. That's a great play position to put yourself in on a first down carry.
Actually, they give him 8 yards. Gubel is very slippery. He's tough to bring down with the first tackle, and it's hard to get a good shot on him. Gubel is just a junior, 5'9", 180. Kaiser, the QB, he's a junior, 6'2". Gubel met in the backfield, and he goes down. A cluster of Eagles from Thompson Valley sniffed that one out. And leading the charge was Kyle Kelly on the defense. Also getting his nose in there, Noah Harold coming up from the strong safety spot. So a loss on the play, and that will bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Big play right there for Thompson Valley. Broomfield coming out in kind of a pistol formation, Bill. This running back standing behind the quarterback who's already at shotgun, in shotgun. So little bit different look than what you normally would see from Broomfield, but with a runner like Gubel, you can kind of switch it up a little bit.
Fisher split to the far side. In a slot is Ireland. Tatum, the tight end, moves to the right. And we've got a whistle. Could have a delay of game. No, a timeout by Gary Davies, who is also the offensive coordinator for the Eagles. So that's not what Coach Davies wanted to have, to burn a timeout early. Thompson Valley's defensive set. They go with a 5-2. The defensive ends, Lynch and Martinez. The tackles, C.J. Remo and Servin Remo. They are brothers. Jacob Veranda is the nose tackle. The linebackers, Caleb Carlson and Matt Webb. The corners, Rodarte and Wickham. And the safeties, Harold and Schoen. And the safeties will creep up, and sometimes they will play as a linebacker.
Well, you've got a runner like Dan Gubel in the backfield, you're probably going to need to put a few more guys in the box than you normally are used to.
So 3rd down and 6. Ball at the 33-yard line of Broomfield. Gubel standing next to Eric Kaiser. Kaiser zips it out to Fisher. He has it with room. Fisher to the middle. One man to beat. He cuts it up front, and Fisher is down inside the 15-yard line. The defensive back gambled on the pick. Fisher snatched it out of the air, and some fine open field running, and Broomfield is in business.
Absolutely, they're in business, and that's you said exactly. You called it exactly right, Bill. Is we're going to see the defensive back gamble, try to go for this pick, thought it was overthrown, and Fisher just pulls that ball out of thin air and takes it down to inside the 15.
They spot it at the 12-yard line. A 62-yard hookup. Kaiser to Fisher. Gubel, right tackle. Flag flies. Gubel is in the end zone, but hold everything. We'll see what the call is.
Yeah, flags flew on both sides of the field, Bill. Some kind of line of scrimmage infraction, and it is against Broomfield.
Illegal procedure on Broomfield gives us a chance to set the officials. The referee is Jim McKenzie. The umpire, Wilfredo Padilla. The head linesman is Chris Stearns. The line judge, Mike Samangelo. And the back judge is Tim Kale. So that pushes Broomfield back, and that takes a touchdown away. So we'll see if that penalty proves to be costly.
You never like to take points off the board. You know that they're tough enough to get on their own. You just don't like to see them come off the board.
Jake Wheeler is next to Kaiser, and he goes in motion. Gubel, the deep back. Fake to Gubel. Pass is caught, and down for the touchdown is Wheeler. Jake Wheeler with the touchdown, and beautiful ball control by Eric Kaiser.
Absolutely. He fooled a number of people, including me. I thought Gubel had the ball there to begin with. Nice ball fake by Kaiser, and pretty easy little pitch and throw for Broomfield on that one.
The third touchdown pass of the year for Eric Kaiser.
This is something you don't really hear. They got the offense did the damage in the air. You don't hear that much for Broomfield.
Drew Clark's extra point is up, and it is good. So Broomfield strikes first. They take a 7-0 lead with 9:52 to go in the first quarter. And a pretty touchdown pass as Kaiser hit his running back, Jake Wheeler.
Yeah, you're going to see the misdirection there, and that's the fake right there that drew a lot of Thompson Valley Eagles off, and even drew our cameraman off. There's the catch by Wheeler, and Wheeler tiptoes down the sideline for a touchdown. Didn't even get touched. He's not going to get an easier one than that.
Beautiful block by the wide receiver. I think that was Zach Gorman on the block.
Well, and you run the football so much as a team, Broomfield does, and those wide receivers get used to blocking downfield, and if you're not going to be a good blocker as a wide receiver, you're not going to play for the Broomfield Eagles.
And we saw the cheerleaders wearing the jackets, and the cheerleaders, because of the cold temperatures, putting on the jackets. There's Thompson Valley's offense. Max Schoen is the quarterback. The running backs Noah Harold and Dorian Brown. Here's the kickoff, and it comes down to the 5. It's bobbled. And Dorian Brown picks it up. He's got a seam. Dorian Brown, one man to beat. He is gone. Good heavens. Green Acres ahead. Touchdown, Thompson Valley.
Holy cow. And that's the guy you paid your money to see, folks. That is unbelievable.
Well, I got him for free, but that was worth the price of admission alone. Dorian Brown bobbled the ball at first. And he caught a couple of blocks, saw a crease, and he was gone.
Yeah, sometimes you get that bobbled kick return or punt return like that, where the defense kind of relaxes for a second because they thought you dropped the ball and you're just going to fall on it. And he picked it up, found a seam, and just bursted through it and was gone.
Todd Zwickel will attempt the extra point out of the hold of Nick Cooper. Matt Webb will snap it, and Thompson Valley takes a timeout. Maybe they were so stunned at the 89-yard kickoff return. And Ryan, let's take a look at Dorian Brown in action.
Yeah, he just takes that ball right off the chest. Didn't look that one in. He gets one block right here early. That one sets him up, and then he really barely gets touched from here on out. He's got one man to beat. He stiff arms this guy right there at the end, and there's no one in front of him after that. He is a big fella. Bench presses 400 pounds, and you can see the arms on that kid right there.
Actually, it's a 91-yard kickoff return for the score. So Zwickel will try to tack on the extra point. And he shanked it to the left. It is no good.
Talk about a crowd quieting event, though. guy runs back a kick return for 91 yards in a blink of an eye, and that quieted a homecoming crowd pretty fast.
Well, if you're a fan of college football in Colorado, Colorado Buffaloes are looking at young Mr. Brown. He's only a junior. Colorado State has offered him a scholarship, so if he stays home, that would be nice for this state.
Absolutely, he is an athlete.
And some of our games are ending up on YouTube, Ryan. I wouldn't
great.
be surprised if college coaches who use YouTube to do some scouting. I mean, obviously colleges can't send coaches to every high school, but that highlight's going to make the rounds. So Zwickel will kick off. Broomfield will get the ball again, and Gubel has it at the 16. Gubel turns the corner, and he's pushed out by the kicker, Zwickel, at the 50-yard line. They'll spot it at the 49. Could have had back-to-back kickoff returns.
Exciting.
It's been a good ball game so far. We're only 2 minutes and 28 seconds in. Good heavens. That'll put Rocky, our replay guy, to use tonight. He's going to be busy. Good crew here, headed by Victor Seif. Love bringing you high school football here in Broomfield. We'll be seeing Legacy and Holy Family later in the season once again. So here we go, Broomfield, 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. Tatum in motion. Eric Kaiser, the junior quarterback. Gubel up the middle. Bounces off a tackler. Still on his feet, now he's wrapped up. Doesn't go down easy, and he gets about a 6-yard pickup.
Good balance that time. Got hit about 2 yards past the line of scrimmage, and then as we're going to take a look at it on replay, Bill, as we've got a player down as well. But Gubel gets hit right there as he comes through the line, keeps his feet, and then fights his way ahead for a few extra yards, and we're trying to get a number on who is actually down for Thompson Valley.
Can't see who the injured Thompson Valley Eagle is. Last week, it was Erie and Holy Family, Tigers versus Tigers. Tonight, it's Eagles versus Eagles. I think Legacy is the only Lightning team. There you go, Boulder at Legacy, and then Faith Christian at Holy Family.
That's
and Ryan,
a good game.
Holy Family was awfully impressive last week.
Absolutely, they were. It held the #1 team in the state to just a few points, and really manhandled the Erie Tigers from the get-go.
And the injured Thompson Valley Eagle was Severin Remo, the 6'1", 205-pound sophomore, as he goes off. And he hopefully will be all right. 2nd down and 4 at the Thompson Valley 46-yard line for Broomfield. The Blue Eagles. And here's a handoff to the running back Gentry, who gets across the 45 down to the 44. He'll be shy of the 1st down by about 3 yards. So a key 3rd down situation for Broomfield. So why don't we call Broomfield the Blue Eagles and Thompson Valley the White Eagles?
Okay, that works for me. Whatever you need to do. I'm going to keep them straight, but whatever you need to do.
And this is a big
play.
stop here.
Big play.
Yes.
I was just going to say, this is a big play for both teams. Thompson Valley, to have a really great shot in this game, they need to make a big stop early and punch Broomfield in the mouth. This might be their opportunity right here.
Fisher comes to the near side. Wheeler in motion. Kaiser on the option. Pitches to Gabel, and he is stopped shy of the 1st down. And now decision time for Gary Davies. Nice play by Noah Harold, the junior strong safety.
I think if Kaiser keeps that ball, he'll just fall forward for the 1st down, but ends up pitching it back, and Gabel was tied up.
It'll be interesting to see here, and it looks like they're going to go for it.
I think they're going to go for it.
Somewhat of a risky play. If you don't make it, you give Thompson Valley excellent field position.
See if Coach Davies has anything up his sleeve here.
A lot of guys in the box for Thompson Valley. Gubel. And he is going to be close, but I don't think he made it.
I don't think he got there. I don't think he got close, Bill.
About a yard short. And Thompson Valley with a nice defensive surge. They hold and take over on downs.
Well, that's a great play for Thompson Valley. You know, backed up a little bit. Offensive line is a little bit bigger than your defensive line, and they just shot through the gaps and made a nice play. See if we can see who got a hat on him. About 5 or 6 guys for Thompson Valley.
So Thompson Valley's offense takes over. Max Schoen is the quarterback. Noah Harold and Dorian Brown are the tailbacks. Going in motion is Kyle Kelly. And here's the give to Harold, who lunges across the 45 to the 46. It'll bring up a second down and about 8.
Dorian Brown just got tackled on that play just because. He was the lead blocker, and he ended up getting tackled.
Let's take a look at the defense for Broomfield. The nose guard is D. Michelle. The tackles, Valle and Cody Wheeler. The linebackers, Latimer, Nemai, Tatum, and Fisher. Defensive backs, Ireland and Blake are the corners. Ritker and Gentry, the safeties. Kelly in motion. Here's the give to Brown. And Brown fighting for a well-deserved yard. He got stacked up. Nick DeMichelle plugging the gap. Also Sean Tatum from his inside linebacker spot laying a good hit.
We saw some game film before this game, Bill, of Dorian Brown, and the kid doesn't go down easy. And I think not only his speed and his size, that's already going to get colleges looking at him, but the fact that he doesn't go down easy, that's just one extra toughness level for Dorian Brown.
Brown, a junior, 6'1", 225, power I formation. Showing keeps, and incomplete over the head of Caleb Carlson, the tight end.
He was smothered.
Thompson Valley will have to punt it away.
Yeah, that's a pass right there that he's pretty much throwing that ball away. There was no chance of completing that pass.
And I believe Cody Payton will be kicking the ball. He is their number 1 punter. However, we don't have a number 47 on our roster. So I'm guessing Cody Payton switched his jersey.
Sounds about right.
Ireland and Underberg inside their own 30 awaiting the punt. Good snap. And it will be caught at the 20-yard line by Underberg, and a flag flies as Underberg is wrapped up and goes down at the 24. May have a block in the back.
Yeah, we got another flag that came in over near the tackle there too, Bill. So could have a couple of different infractions there, but I definitely saw a block in the back.
30-yard punt. Our stat man, of course, Don Pablo Apodaca. 5:56 to go, first quarter. It's Broomfield 7, Thompson Valley 6. A very interesting and exciting first half thus far.
Yeah, it's interesting, exciting three minutes there. The first 3 minutes of this game, it was bang, bang.
Block in the back is the call from referee Jim McKenzie. So Broomfield with another mistake. They were able to overcome the mistake when they had a procedure penalty on a touchdown, but then they scored anyway.
Well, and they did that against Longmont, too. They kind of penalties in bad situations and kind of shot themselves in the foot.
Kaiser in the gun gives to Gubel. Gubel grabbed around the hips, but still spins out to the 25-yard line. And he will be just short of the first down.
Gubel I wouldn't necessarily call him the fastest running back I've seen, not the quickest running back I've seen, but just slippery. Doesn't seem like anybody can really get a handle on him as we watch him find the gap there. Good vision. And then once he gets hit, you just can't get a good lick on him, and he squirts his way ahead for almost a 10-yard gain.
5 carries for 20 yards thus far for Dan Gubel. He's been battling injury problems this year. Gubel gets the handoff. Nice move to the outside. Nice cutback. First down out to the 38-yard line before Harold brings him down. Also making the stop was Ramiro Martinez from his defensive end position. Good hustle on his part. But he just sees the field so well, Gubel.
Yeah, you're going to see a couple of guys getting made a fool of here on Thompson Valley as Gubel cuts it outside, and then here's Schoen trying to put a hat on him, and he misses as well. Good vision, good cutback. He's an instinctual runner, and he's very good at it.
First and 10, Broomfield. Kaiser still has it. Complete to the 49-yard line. That goes to Jake Wheeler, who had the touchdown reception.
And that is the exact same play that they ran for the touchdown earlier in this quarter, Bill. Fake to Gabel on a very misleading, misdirection kind of play. Takes a long time to set this play up, and Wheeler just kind of sneaks out from his H-back position, and Kaiser hit him out near the sidelines.
Kaiser off to a 3-for-3 start, throwing the ball, 92 yards.
That's not a bad little quarter.
And a touchdown. It's still 4:35 to go in the first. And it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line for Broomfield, their own 49. Gubel following the block, and he's still on his feet. First down inside the 40. Carrying tacklers. Finally making the play was defensive lineman Severin Remo, who was injured earlier. Good to see that he's back on the field.
I was just going to say, good to see him back out on the field and making that play. You're going to see, Bill, the defensive end for Thompson Valley. I don't know if you see it from this angle, but he flies past Gabel there. If he stays home, he might have a chance to make that play, but instead he's going up the field, and that's part of some of the reason why Thompson Valley has been struggling this year. They just, assignment football, they're not playing very well right now.
Kaiser to keep. Over the head, intended for Jake Wheeler. So that's his first non-connection tonight. Non-connection, also known as incomplete pass.
A non-connection. Make it longer next time.
So it'll be second down and 10. Ball resting right on the 40-yard line of Thompson Valley. And Gentry comes in with a play for the Blue Eagles. Again, Thompson Valley, the White Eagles tonight. Fisher will go to the far side. Trent Ireland comes to the near side, all 5'6", 145 pounds. Gentry sandwiched, loss of 4.
Wow. That fooled no one.
On the stop was Caleb Carlson, also Noah Harold, and C.J. Remo. Remo with the Ramo on that play.
They met at Gentry on that play there.
So third down and long, 14 yards to go for the first down for Broomfield. And we'll see what Gary Davies, the head coach and offensive coordinator, plans to do. Two guys split to the left. Kaiser flings it downfield, complete, and out of bounds. Dylan Ritker.
That's a tough play, and I'll tell you why, Bill. That's a tough play. As we take a look at this on replay, Kaiser's going to roll to his offhand. This is a tough throw to make. You got to really square those shoulders, and that's a strike thrown to the sidelines to Ritker.
I believe the Thompson Valley bench squawking a little bit. They thought he might have been over the line of scrimmage. Well, very close.
Yeah, that would make sense. He was running for a while.
First and 10 at the 28 of Thompson Valley for Broomfield. Dan Gubel cuts it inside. Brought down by Severin Remo. But again, a big chunk of yardage, and it will bring up second down and short.
It looks like he's running for a lot of yards, but he's also getting the ball at about 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So to make a 10-yard gain, he's got to go about 20 yards. As we see just a straight give, dive right side. I don't know if you necessarily would call it a dive in the pistol formation, but he's trying to spin away there, stay on his feet, but just couldn't break away.
Second down and 2 for Broomfield. Just inside the 20-yard line. Broomfield crowd getting into it. Inside handoff to Wheeler, and he's got a first down at the 15-yard line. Tackled by Noah Harold, who's been all over the field tonight for the Thompson Valley Eagles.
We're going to take a quick look at this replay, Bill. This is a fake pitch out to Gabel. They're using him as a decoy on that play, and just looking for a few yards to get that first down, and Wheeler gets it. Having a good night tonight, Wheeler. Touchdown catch already.
He's doing it all, running, catching. Ritker split to the left. Here's the pitch to Gubel. Finds a little crack, and he is in for the score. A 15-yard touchdown scamper, but hold everything. A flag on the play, and it will be brought back, much to the displeasure of the crowd.
Yeah, this is a homecoming crowd. You can't lose your homecoming game. You can't take points off the board. But yet again, Broomfield makes a penalty on a touchdown run, and it's holding on the Broomfield Eagles, Bill. Just another mistake in a critical part of the game for Broomfield. Kind of did this during the game we had earlier, Bill, with Longmont. Had penalties in bad times to have penalties, and just did another one right there. That's just a mental mistake on Broomfield's part.
3 penalties for 25 yards for the Blue Eagles. Gentry, flags fly again. Gentry with the dazzling footwork, and he goes down to the goal line, touchdown, but hold everything again. Illegal procedure, Broomfield, and the crowd is irate.
It has to be the way they lined up on the line of scrimmage. Somebody didn't have somebody covered on the line, or something like too many men on the line of scrimmage, something like that. But that's another mental mistake by Broomfield, and they're going the wrong way on this drive.
Thompson Valley, though, they have to take advantage of this. Broomfield is helping them out. They've got to do a better job tackling, because the last 2 plays have been long touchdown runs.
Well, and that's one of the things that Coach Inman talked to us before the game, Bill, about is they need to tackle well, and on the last 2 plays, definitely not getting the job done.
And if you can't stop the run, you cannot win football games on any level. So 1st and 25 at the 30. Kaiser downfield for Ireland. Touchdown, Broomfield. Second touchdown of the night for Eric Kaiser. A 30-yard hookup with Trent Ireland, and Broomfield up 13-6.
That's just a fantastic throw on the run by Eric Kaiser. I mean, there's really nothing else to say about it except the fact that Ireland got behind the defense. Not exactly sure how he got behind the line of scrimmage. There was only 2 wide receivers in the whole formation. How you lose one of them, I'm not sure, but needless to say, it was a blown assignment on Thompson Valley's part.
Drew Clark drills the extra point, and Broomfield leads 14-6. And Ryan Cloberdans, what do you see here?
Well, I see a heck of a throwing arm by a quarterback for Broomfield, Eric Kaiser. Throws this ball on the run and throws a dart to Ireland in the back of the end zone. You know, if 3rd time's a charm, I guess. If you're going to score touchdowns on 3 straight plays, you know.
Again, Thompson Valley, they had to take advantage of those breaks, but right now the defense rather porous. Drew Clark set the tee up at the 45, and the official said no at the 40-yard line. Kaiser tonight, 5 of 6, 138 yards and 2 touchdowns. He now has 4 touchdown passes on the season. Dorian Brown is deep for Thompson Valley, along with Noah Harold. And if I'm Broomfield, I'm kicking away from number 6. Clark squibs it downfield, picked up by an up man who goes down wisely. You don't want to see a big burly guy who doesn't handle the ball too much trying to dance his way through traffic.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never seen a guy take more steps to go 4 yards in my whole life than Nick Fox just did to grab that ball and fall on the ground.
I'm sure Coach Brian Inman, though, when he saw the ball going to Fox, number 73, he's probably saying, "Good job, Nick.
Just
nice hands.
Get on the ground."
Exactly. Yep. Just don't fumble it away." So 14-6 in favor of Broomfield. We have 59 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll see if Thompson Valley can respond. Their only offensive series so far, they were 3 and out.
They really had nothing going either, Bill.
Max Schoen is the quarterback. Gives to Dorian Brown. Brown met head on by Ireland. There's a mismatch, but Ireland made the tackle.
Yeah, that's a slight mismatch.
Ireland 145 pounds, Dorian Brown 225.
I give Ireland some credit. He stuck in there and put a hit on him and put him to the ground.
And sometimes Ryan and I, we look at the rosters of teams and we say, oh, look at this guy, 145 pounds, 150 pounds, and we kind of have a little chuckle. But I tell you what, if you're 145 pounds playing football, you're a tough kid at this level. And Trent Ireland, who just caught a touchdown pass, made that tackle. That is a tough kid. And here's a give to Harold, and he gets it out to the 35-yard line, which will bring up a 3rd and short for Thompson Valley as the first quarter is coming to a close. So as the clock winds down, our score, Broomfield 14, Thompson Valley 6. High school football on KCCB. Channel 8 will continue after this. Our score as we get set to start the second quarter, Broomfield 14, Thompson Valley 6. Thompson Valley with a 3rd and 2 at their own 35-yard line. Thompson Valley Eagles in white, the pitch to Brown. Brown tries to turn the corner, and he does. First down yardage across the 40-yard line. Good block by Noah Harold on the far side, helps Brown turn the corner. In that first quarter, total yards, Broomfield 194, Thompson Valley 6. And without that 91-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by Brown, things would look very bleak for Thompson Valley. But Ryan Kloberdan's, they're right in this game.
Absolutely, they're in this game. They're only one score back. You know, when you let a team go for 194 yards on you in the first quarter, in one quarter, you know, and only to be down by 8 points or one score, you got to be happy about that, actually. I mean, you're not happy about your offensive situation as we see flags fly here, Bill. But, you know, to be down one score, you can't be terribly worried about that.
Some movement on the offensive line, and that'll push Thompson Valley back 5 yards. 1st and 15 at their own 35. Just underway, second quarter. Bill Rogan along with Ryan Kloberdans. We're thrilled that you could watch tonight's game. Fumble in the backfield and a fortunate bounce for Harold, as coming in was Sean Tatum to pressure the play and making the tackle for Broomfield.
Sean Tatum didn't just pressure that, Bill. Sorry to interrupt you, but he almost caught that pitch. He was that far in the backfield.
And this is an artificial turf surface, that field turf, so it did take a nice bounce for Harold.
Right back into the breadbasket. You can't ask for a better bounce than that. You couldn't bounce a basketball better on this stuff.
Trevor Valle and Cody Wheeler were also in making the tackle. So 2nd and 18, loss of 3. Here's Dorian Brown, and he's wearing the color blue right now as everybody in on that tackle, including J.J. Blake up from the cornerback spot. Also sticking his nose into the fray for Broomfield was Matt Purse, a senior.
And I mean, obviously, Broomfield is keying on Dorian Brown. He's obviously the best athlete on this Thompson Valley team. But my thinking is, yeah, run the football with him, but use him as a decoy every now and then. They haven't really done any of that. Use him as a decoy and maybe sneak somebody out of the backfield and hit somebody over the middle. But they just haven't really done much of that so far in this game. Maybe they'll make an adjustment.
And Coach Brian Inman, his 4th year at the helm of Thompson Valley, as Thompson Valley forced to call a timeout. A little confusion on the offense.
Yeah, late getting that play in there, and they just didn't have a whole lot of time.
But Coach Inman, who played, by the way, at Clear Creek High School. If you ever drive through Idaho Springs on I-70, you see that nice little picturesque football field there. That's where he played. He also played at Northern Colorado. But Coach Inman said that Dorian Brown is a very capable receiver. We haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, they haven't really gotten him out of the backfield yet.
There you see Broomfield. They started out with a loss to Greeley West. That heartbreaker to Longmont. Then they beat Niwot. There's one game missing on that schedule, and that was the 35-0 win at Gateway to start the season. on September 4th. So 2-2 Broomfield. They need a win to get over 500 and also to get back even in league play at 2-2.
Well, and it's a conference game. You just said it, get back even in league play, and that's, those games early in the season, that's great, but you really want to win some conference games, and this is one right here that you need to win on homecoming.
And we talked about the opening. Thompson Valley just needs a win. They're 0-4.
Absolutely.
And we have movement on a wide receiver, but also on the interior defensive line. So we'll see which way this call goes. Nick Cooper moved from the wide receiver spot, but I did see a Broomfield player jump first. And they're going to call the infraction on Broomfield, so 5 extra yards for Thompson Valley. And Broomfield now penalized 5 times for a total of 35 yards. 3rd and 11, a little more manageable for Thompson Valley.
A little.
Max Schoen back to pass, pressured, and Cody Wheeler wraps him up, and he's finished off by Matt Purse. Cody Wheeler shaking his head. He feels he should have brought the quarterback down, but his buddy there to help out. So a big loss in the play, 8 yards. Check that, 10 yards on the loss and the sack. So 4th and 21. Ball is at the 24-yard line of Thompson Valley, and that'll bring out the punter, Cody Payton.
Schoen just had no chance to throw that football. Took three-step drop, and before he could plant his feet, he had a guy hanging on his jersey.
Kick is away. Nice high kick. It'll come to Underberg at the 37. Got a wall of blockers. Underberg cuts it back, weaving through traffic. He's finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Nick Cooper on the tackle for Thompson Valley. And great field position for Broomfield. A 28-yard return.
If Cooper doesn't touch him, not exactly sure who's going to.
He might still be running, or at this time celebrating. 14-6, Broomfield on top. The Blue Eagles leading the White Eagles tonight. Eric Kaiser, A-R-I-C is how he spells his first name, is the quarterback. Gives the ball to Gubel, and Gubel met head on, and he still gets a couple of yards. Good tackle by Matt Webb. And we have an injured player that looks like Kyle Kelly. And
Kelly came in and put a lick on Gubel there at the end of that play, and just came up a little lame, started rolling in pain as soon as he hit him. So maybe, you just don't want to speculate, but came in with that shoulder. And he's definitely feeling some pain right now.
But he is moving his arms and legs, which is always a good sign, first and foremost. So he's on the ground. Kelly, the sophomore, not a big guy at 5'8", 180 pounds.
Well, and they're just not a big team, Thompson Valley. He's probably one of the bigger guys on this team if you really look down the roster.
And while we have a moment here, I think it's interesting to point out, Ryan, that you have a personal interest in Thompson Valley because number 70, Cole Fiskus, a junior, he's your cousin.
Yeah, he's my cousin. He's been trying to work his way up the ladder, as we say. Plays a lot of JV, but gets in here every now and then on the varsity team. Plays a lot of kickoff coverage and stuff like that. He's a tough kid, 150 pounds, plays O and D line. Not the hugest kid in the world, but he tries to get the job done. The
coach, Brian Inman, said they tried him at linebacker and running back, but the kid loves offensive line, even though he said he's 155 pounds, but he plays.
He likes to get banged around, I guess. I'm not sure what that is.
We just saw the upcoming schedule on the graphic there. On the far side, you see the crowd of Thompson Valley, and I'll be honest, I think there should be more people here supporting this team.
I'm sure.
Not a big turnout for the White Eagles. 2nd down and 8 at the 33-yard line for Broomfield. Kaiser being chased. Pass complete. Jake Wheeler inside the 15. Max Schoen on the tackle. And Kaiser is hotter than a pistol tonight. He is on target. Another first down for Broomfield.
I'm not exactly sure. We're going to see this replay again, and I'm going to try to break it down exactly like I broke it down the other 2 times that they ran this play. I don't know how many times you can get burned by a play before you finally recognize it, but obviously right now Thompson Valley's just not recognizing that little fake give to Gabel and then throw it over the top to the fullback Wheeler.
And Broomfield, that is their 7th first down here in the first half. 8.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Kaiser being pressured, and he goes down. Noah Harold with the sack at the 19-yard line.
Doing it on both sides of the ball. He's carrying the ball relatively well, and he's playing a heck of a defensive end, I guess it would be. Linebacker. You know, they're so close to the line of scrimmage, they all could be classified as a linebacker at this point.
Well, Harold that time, as he was running toward Kaiser, was probably saying, don't throw, don't throw, don't throw. Got him. So that time Kaiser goes down. 2nd and 14, ball at the 19 of Thompson Valley. The Blue Eagles of Broomfield. Here's the handoff to Gentry. Finds room up the middle. Touchdown. Sean Gentry. A 19-yard touchdown run. And Broomfield breaking this one open.
Yeah, that's a nice little easy run for Gentry. Just a cut back up the middle, finds a little seam, and once he gets into the middle of the field, there's nobody there. There's nobody there for Thompson Valley, and that's just an easy dance into the end zone.
Drew Clark will try the extra point out of the hold of Tyler Elbow, backup quarterback. Good snap, hold, kick is good. So with 7:43 to go in the second quarter, it's Broomfield 21, Thompson Valley 6. And Ryan, let's check out Sean Gentry.
Yeah, just running out of that pistol formation, makes one cut. He gets into the middle of the field and really doesn't have to make anybody miss except for one guy right there. The safety stepped up to try to make a tackle and got burned, and it's an easy play for Broomfield.
So a couple of things need to happen for Thompson Valley. They need to hold on to the ball for a while and give their defense a bit of a break. And they need to march down and put some points on the board, because right now it's starting to get a little ugly. Well, you're a Thompson Valley fan.
You're talking about giving their defense a break. Most of these guys go both ways, Bill. So, I mean, they're given either way they're going to be on the field, but it'd be a lot better to be punching a guy in the mouth than having a guy punch you in the mouth, you know?
Good point. Squibbed. Harold has it at the 24. Out to the 35, 40. And he's finally corralled at the 44-yard line. Nice gain by Noah Harold. I've been very impressed with the 5'8", 155-pound junior for Thompson Valley.
Yeah, he's been all over the field. He's been carrying the football. He's been making tackles on defense, and now he's walking back out there to play a little fullback and block for Dorian Brown. I mean, the guy's definitely putting in the effort tonight.
Thompson Valley on the evening has just one first down. And it looks like we might have a wildcat formation. There's no quarterback out there. They're missing a player. They're missing a left guard. That's important. Dorian Brown in the wildcat formation. And Brown picks up 6 hard yards.
Those are hard yards right there. He got a little off balance there. When you get it off balance in the middle of the field like that, you just expect to get popped, and he did.
Call it a 5-yard gain. 2nd down and 5 for Thompson Valley.
Interesting look. Interesting look. New wrinkle to the offense that you're just trying to catch a team off guard if you can.
I like it. You have a weapon in Brown. Use them.
They're going to do it again.
The quarterback shown is a wingback to the left. And they give to Schoen, and he doesn't get anything. Read nicely that time by Trevor Valle, the 6'1", 225-pound junior.
Nate Ireland over there as well to make that tackle, just staying home, waiting for the play to come to him, and then making the tackle.
Cody Wheeler comes back in, and heading to the Broomfield bench from the defensive line is Nick Leonard. That's what Broomfield can do. They have a bigger roster. They can substitute guys, keep guys fresh.
Makes a big difference, especially in the third and fourth quarter.
Brown in the Wildcat again. I have a feeling they're coming left. Brown dropped it, but he recovers it. Oh, Broomfield got it. It slipped through the hands of Dorian Brown. So nothing going right for Thompson Valley at this juncture. 6:11 to go, second quarter. Broomfield Eagles 21, Thompson Valley Eagles 6.
And Dorian Brown there, see if we can take a look at what happened on this play, Bill. I think he just went to fake the handoff and dropped the football. He did. He hit Schoen, and that bounced right through his arms as he tried to dive on that football, and Broomfield recovered it.
Cody Wheeler looked like he got the recovery for Broomfield. Gorman and Fisher split to the right. Kaiser keeps. Follows his blockers down the left sideline. Kaiser is tackled by Schoen. And a nice gain for Broomfield, but another penalty marker.
See if we can see where the flag would come in. It came down the field so far. You got to think it's a legal block or a holding call, and it is.
Referee Jim McKenzie signals holding on Broomfield. And Gary Davies, there's a lot to be happy about, but you know at halftime he's going to talk to his team, and he's going to say, fellas, we have 6 penalties, 45 yards. That's not going to cut it.
Yeah, and those 6 penalties, 3 of them came on extremely large gains or touchdowns.
So first and 20 for Broomfield. Ball pushed back to the Thompson Valley 44-yard line. Ritker and Fisher slot to the right. Kaiser looks to set up a screen, and he has Gubel at the 50 on the left. Gubel is tackled.
He can't shake Harold. There's Harold out there again.
Noah Harold was not fooled, and he's getting up slowly.
He's had a great game. You hate to see a guy get hurt on a play like that, but he read that. He snuffed that out from the get-go. And, you know, Gabel's not an easy guy to tackle in the open field, and Harold stood with him, just kept him in front of him, and then made the tackle once he got close.
Second down and 19. And that time it's Gentry. And he picks up about 4, maybe 5. That'll bring up a 3rd and long.
Nice tackle by Matt Webb on that. Another open field tackle. Thompson Valley doing a good job of tackling here on this drive. Not overall for the game, but on this drive.
I'm not sure if the yardsticks are correct on this one, Ryan. Broomfield calls a timeout. But wasn't it a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line originally? And the penalty pushed them back. And they had a 2-yard pickup and then a 4-yard pickup. It should be 16, I would think. They have 3rd and 6 on the scoreboard. Maybe I'm just confused. Anyway, Gentry, 4 carries, 21 yards as Broomfield takes another. So the penalty was a spot of foul penalty. So that is why it is 3rd and 6.
And that's why we have Don Apodaca.
Yes, we do. Broomfield has 1 timeout remaining. Thompson Valley has 2. We caught a break with the weather tonight. It is a little nippy, as to be expected, but the wind is not blowing. The flagpole to our right, next to the scoreboard here at Elizabeth Kennedy Stadium, is hanging limp. So no wind, which is good. Otherwise, it would be very chilly here tonight. It's almost toasty.
Oh, well, now you just cursed us, Bill. Here comes the wind.
3rd and 6, Kaiser. Quick pitch to Ireland. Ireland makes a move, gets the first down at the 32-yard line. Trent Ireland pinballing off tacklers and 2 Thompson Valley players getting up slowly. Matt Webb getting up slowly. Also, Tanner Wickham took a shot.
And this is a design play for Ireland to make one man miss, and he's going to make Max Schoen miss right there, and that's what causes the first down. Little guy making a guy miss and getting a first down out of it.
1st and 10, 32-yard line. Broomfield's 8th first down of the first half. Kaiser will keep after the fake. He dances his way for good yardage. About a 6-yard pickup. Bring up a 2nd down and 4.
You know, they did this when we were here against Longmont, Bill, when Broomfield was playing Longmont. Kaiser didn't really run the ball much in the first half and then started keeping the ball a lot in the second half. He's a skilled little runner. Just picks his way through the offensive line and picks up good yardage.
21-6, Broomfield on top. 3:45 to go and counting. 2nd down and 4 at the Thompson Valley 26. Here's Gentry. Drags a tackler close to a first down. Very close. Noah Harold on the tackle again. Also making a good play on defense was Caleb Carlson. Or check that, Carlson. The 6'3", 220-pound junior. And we have a measurement timeout.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a little short at this, Bill, and I'm not going to bet you anything on it. I know that's what you were going to ask me.
No, I was not. I was actually going to say that when we talked to Gary Davies, the head coach of Broomfield, before the game, we were kidding around. The last few broadcasts we've had here, Broomfield has not won.
Yeah, I think they're
and there was a time
so.
when every time we came here to do a game, it was almost automatic Broomfield would win. And that's what Gary Davies wants to establish, the home field advantage once again that his team has enjoyed in the past. And tonight, their second home game, big crowd on hand. They're playing very well as the first down was made by Broomfield. Gary Davies has to be pretty pleased right now with the way his team is playing.
Yeah, I think so, especially offensively. They're doing things that you don't normally see out of Broomfield. Throwing the ball effectively, had a big 62-yard throw and catch by Fisher in the first quarter. Just things that you don't normally see Broomfield do, and I'm sure Coach Davies is pretty happy about it.
Kaiser looks to the tight end. Tatum has him down to the 6-yard line. Cooper on the tackle, but another first down for Broomfield, and Kaiser is having quite a game. He is 9 for 10, 180 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Good vision by Cooper here. Locks in on a receiver a little early, but didn't get burned by it, and Tatum just fighting his way for extra yardage at the end of that run.
Fisher goes to the far side. Deep back is Gentry. Gentry has the ball. Flags fly as he's wrestled to the ground at the 5-yard line.
Might be a face mask on that, Bill. He got hit kind of weird there in the middle of that line. We'll see what the call is. Well, I was wrong.
Holding Broomfield.
That will not be the first and last time I'm wrong.
Jim McKenzie getting a lot of airtime, the official
really
for tonight's game in the white cap.
And once again, Broomfield with a big penalty in kind of a key situation for them. You get close to the goal line, and all of a sudden those offensive linemen start holding.
1st and goal to go from the 18. Dylan Ritker split to the far side. Again, Gentry is the deep back. Fake to Gentry. Kaiser keeps. Kaiser is bumped out of bounds by who else? Noah Harold.
That's a very slow developing play, and Thompson Valley is just starting to get the feel of it. They actually had a guy in the backfield there that was kind of spying Kaiser on that play, but that is a slow developing play. It's very, methodical, and if they can get a guy towards the quarterback early, Thompson Valley that is, they might blow that play up. But they're going to keep running it until Broomfield's going to keep running it until Thompson Valley blows it up.
Kaiser's very patient, and maybe Thompson Valley should stop looking at the fakes and just go for the quarterback. 2nd and goal from the 15-yard line. Ireland split to the near side. They're going to throw a slant to Ritker over his head, through his hands. On the coverage was Vincent Rodarte. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 15.
And Kaiser took a shot by Harold before right after he threw that football. That caused a little bit of the overthrow there. Might have had a touchdown there, Bill, had he not had to release that ball before he wanted to, but Harold came in off the corner and just smoked Kaiser.
A lot of pressure. Ritker and Ireland go to the left. Ritker the wide out, Ireland in a slot left. Have not seen Gubel on this offensive possession for Broomfield. Kaiser being pursued. Pass incomplete off the right hand of Ritker. And that'll bring up a field goal situation as the field goal unit comes on.
That's a moral victory for Thompson Valley right there. Holding them to just a field goal attempt. You know, their backs against the wall there. You got to be pretty happy about that if you're Thompson Valley.
Drew Clark will attempt a 32-yard field goal. Straight on kicker, old-fashioned. It's blocked by Harold. Noah Harold coming in with the block. And that kid has been all over the field tonight. So a good defensive play there by Thompson Valley. They escape without giving up points. 21-6 Broomfield. Minute 59 to go. 2 timeouts left for Thompson Valley. You know, Ryan, if they can somehow get the ball down the field, maybe a big play with Dorian Brown, they could be in this game at halftime. But this is a crucial possession right now for Thompson Valley.
Absolutely, and a crucial possession for Broomfield's defense as well. You let them score on this possession, and you let them right back into the game. The momentum goes to them as they head into the locker room. So big possession on both sides of the ball.
Showing the quarterback. Gets a block. Pass incomplete, intended for Nick Cooper, and the senior could not hold on.
Short-armed that one. I think he heard the footsteps just a little bit. He short-armed that one. He wanted to pull that ball in as quickly as he could before he got popped.
A lot of receivers will say, I'm going to get hit anyway, might as well catch the ball.
That's exactly right.
2nd down and 10 at the Thompson Valley 16-yard line. Cooper to the far side. To the near side is Kyle McNally. Whistle. Timeout, Thompson Valley.
It's an odd time to take a timeout. Clock's already stopped.
Exactly. But maybe the coaching staff of Thompson Valley didn't see what they wanted. There's our calendar of events. Some good things coming up here on Channel 8. October 17th, Broomfield Depot 100th birthday celebration. Is that Depot or Depot?
I'm going to say Depot.
Okay, November 10th. November 10th, one book, one Broomfield book discussion. November 14th, author event, Kent Harrop. That'll be good. Just go to broomfield.org or call 303-469-3301. And of course, you have to be involved in your community, whether it's high school football or some sort of ballot. Stay tuned with the city council meetings on KCCB Channel 8, 2nd and 4th Tuesday at 6 o'clock, and they are rebroadcast, as you can see there. Again, go to broomfield.org. It's a very informative website, and you can see all the programming, such as family fun and fitness, on the beat, off the page, in the works. And here we go, 2nd and 10 for Thompson Valley. Schoen wearing the gold cleats. Pass is intercepted by Fisher. Touchdown, Broomfield. Disaster for Thompson Valley. Lewis Fisher had that one read all the way, and Broomfield has broken it open 27-6 here in the second quarter.
Just when you think Thompson Valley has a chance to get back into this football game, that's just a rough throw. That's a hard throw to begin with. You're trying to throw an out pattern, which, you know, may only be a 6 or 7 yard out, but you're trying to throw a ball about 25 yards across the field, and Fisher read it the whole way.
Fisher, the 6'2", 190-pound senior, is getting some looks from colleges. That'll make the recruiters happy. And Clark bangs home the extra point, and it's Broomfield 28, Thompson Valley 6. And Ryan Klobertans, how did this go down?
Well, Schoen, first of all, he almost dropped the snap. He almost fumbled the snap. He's got plenty of time to throw this football, and just that ball might have got deflected at the line of scrimmage, Bill, and that's going to be an easy play for Fisher. That ball kind of floated out of that tip right into Fisher's hands, and Fisher's not going to get an easier one than that.
And the scoring summary, the 14-yard interception return. So we'll run down the scoring during halftime.
That's one of those things showing. I mean, that's just a tough break for Showing. He's trying to hit a guy on an out pattern. Ball gets tipped by a fingernail maybe, just throws it offline just enough to flutter it up in the air, and Fisher has time to run it underneath.
Clark's kick, it's a little squibber, and will they let it go out of bounds? No, they'll cover it up. I don't think that would have gone out of bounds, so actually a pretty good play right there, a heads-up play.
Had one of those rolls that looks like it was going out of bounds and then caught the tip, Bill, and just was trailing back towards the infield.
Ramiro Martinez, I think, was going to let it go out of bounds, but like you said, it took a little turn. And this game has taken a turn for the worse if you're Thompson Valley. 28-6, Broomfield on top. And Max Schoen comes in once again. Those gold cleats, I can't get over that. Looks like L.C. Greenwood of the old Pittsburgh Steelers used to wear those gold high-top shoes.
You just dated yourself.
Well, I have to date somebody. Why not myself? And they're running guys in and out. Some confusion. Ryan, count the players for me, if you will.
Well, it's an illegal substitution.
Yes.
You can't break the huddle and run a guy in.
Well, they got called delay of game, so they would have got him for illegal substitution or delay of game.
Yeah, you can't break the huddle and not have enough guys to field the team. And now they've got an extra guy coming in now as well. So that may be 12 right there.
And nobody ran off. Oh, there goes the guy off.
They actually had, Bill, when they on the extra point after Brown ran the kickoff return back, I counted when they had to call a timeout, I counted how many players they had. Then 9 players on the field for the extra point attempt. They were missing 2 bodies.
Oh, maybe that's why it was missed.
Yeah.
Perhaps. Here's Brown. Oh, Brown pulling his way out to the 25. If he didn't get slowed down initially, he could have broken that a long way.
Yeah, is that Dan Gabel who took a trouncing out there in the defensive?
Yeah, 35.
He took a trouncing out there. Brown gets ahead of steam and puts his shoulders down. Not too much fun to try to stop that load.
6 carries, 31 yards for Dorian Brown. And some movement in the backfield, but they reset. Fumbled, picks it up. Schoen is in trouble, and he goes down hard. Leading the charge was Dominic Nemai, the inside linebacker.
Schoen's had a case of the drops a little bit here in the first half as well, Bill. Not helping the situation at all.
And the Broomfield defense has been very active. Again, the 6 points, not on the Broomfield defense's part, was a special teams play on the kickoff return by Brown. But the defense for Broomfield has been very stingy. Hand off to Brown. Nemai wraps him up. Also Ireland getting in there again. And J.J. Blake, the cornerback, puts a licking on.
He runs kind of straight up, Brown. He's a big guy to begin with, and he also runs a little straight. Kind of like, to me, it reminds me of Larry Johnson for the Kansas City Chiefs. Runs a little bit straight up, so when he gets slowed down a little bit, a lot of guys taking shots at him in the defensive backfield there.
Brown gets it again. Runs over a tackler, Blake, before he's finally caught by Nemai.
Holy smokes.
And 8 seconds left. Are they going to call timeout?
Nah, I think he ran out of bounds, Bill.
Okay. Well, the clock then ran off another 5 or 6 seconds.
That's a home clock right there. That's
Yes.
a homecoming clock.
They start the clock. It's running. They get the play. They spike it. That was a first down carry, so it'll be second down. This will be the last play of the first half. And the Broomfield defense has played like former Grambling coach Eddie Robinson liked his defensive players. Agile, hostile, and mobile. And they have been very aggressive tonight. So a good sign if you're a Broomfield Eagle fan.
I don't know if J.J. Blake really wants any more to do with with Brown. He got ran over on that last carry.
Brandon Jacobs on that last play.
And Brown split out as a wide receiver on this play.
High snap, corralled by Schoen. Throws it downfield. Nearly intercepted again by Fisher. The pass falls harmlessly to the turf. And that'll do it for the first half of play. A half dominated by the Broomfield Eagles. So with our score, Broomfield 28, Thompson Valley 6. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the halftime stats and a kickoff for the third quarter. You're watching high school football on KCCB, Broomfield Channel 8. And there's our halftime score. Broomfield 28, Thompson Valley 6. Bill Rogan along with Ryan Cloberdans. And the first half dominated, Ryan, by Broomfield.
Well, absolutely dominated by Broomfield. And, I mean, really doing it in a way that Broomfield doesn't normally do it. Eric Kaiser is 9 for 12 for 180 yards through the air and a couple of touchdowns. That's something that you don't normally see from Broomfield, but and then you see the entire team stats there, Bill. It's just complete domination offensively on the offensive side of the ball by Broomfield.
Well, you look at total yards, 270 to 36. Now, Broomfield did have a lot of penalties, so it isn't as if they played a perfect first half. They also gave up the long touchdown on special teams. But overall, Broomfield has been, from start to finish, dominating this game. The scoring summary, it began with an 18-yard pass. Eric Kaiser to Wheeler. The kick was good by Drew. And that was 7-0. Then on the ensuing kickoff, Dorian Brown dropped the kickoff, picked it up, and went 91 yards.
Yeah, just found a little crack, and that's all he really needs. And he got touched by about one player from Broomfield and took it to the house.
And the extra point was missed. Then it was a 30-yard touchdown pass. And that was from Kaiser to Ireland. And Drew Clark with the kick made it 14-6. A 19-yard touchdown run by Sean Gentry. Again, Clark with the extra point made it 21-6. And then, with a chance to maybe get something going before halftime, Thompson Valley was picked off. And Schoen's pass was intercepted at the 14-yard line by Lewis Fisher, who took it in for the defensive touchdown. And that made it 28-6 in favor of Broomfield, and that's where we stand. The halftime show was pretty exciting here at Broomfield High, and they have finally cleared the band and the majorettes off the field. The teams are back out, loosening up, and we'll get ready for the third quarter kickoff after this. 28-6, Broomfield on top. Stay with us, please. Thank you. And that, my friends, is a football. And we are here at the home of the Eagles, as it says on the press box facade. Elizabeth Kennedy Stadium, homecoming for Broomfield High School. And so far, Ryan, the home fans have been entertained and quite pleased.
Well, absolutely. It's homecoming. You know, you can't get a better game than you've had so far for homecoming. They've gotten scoring from, we've seen scoring on a kickoff return, interception return for a touchdown, a lot of running. And even a few passes from Eric Kaiser for Broomfield. So pretty much everywhere you can score a touchdown, we've seen it. And Broomfield's even scored 3 that have gotten called back on penalties.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, we did see Longmont come back and beat Broomfield. And I'm sure Gary Davies, the head coach of the Broomfield Eagles, reminded his team that it's not over yet. But if Thompson Valley wants to give it a run in the second half, they're going to have to get something started right away. And they will get the ball to start the third quarter. Thompson Valley in the home or the road whites, Broomfield in the home blue. And Drew Clark teeing up the football at the 40-yard line. Dorian Brown is deep. He had a 91-yard score in the first quarter, accounting for the only points for Thompson Valley. And here we go. Third quarter is underway. And it's a kick that will bounce at the 12, picked up by an up man. It looks like Noah Harold. And he gets corralled inside the 30-yard line. And that's where Thompson Valley will take over.
Yeah, Noah Harold. We've called his name, almost every single play this first half here, Bill, or in the first half. And yeah, he kind of the do it all guy on the Thompson Valley Eagles, kind of a utility player, if you will.
Max Schoen comes out for the quarterback snap. He's number 10. Noah Harold and Dorian Brown are the running backs. Cooper split to the far side. And here we go. First play from scrimmage, third quarter. Handoff to the fullback, and he gets pulled down. That looked like it was Harold, or check that, it was Matt Webb, the senior. And he picks up some decent yardage.
Switching things up a little bit there. The quick little hitter to the fullback and picked up a good gain on first down, I should say.
Second down and 5, ball at the 34-yard line. Power I formation behind Schoen. Harold, the carry, and he gets hit behind the line of scrimmage, loses some yards.
Kind of a busted play. Quarterback and running back ran into each other a little bit there on that exchange, and once that happens, you lose your momentum as a running back, and you're just trying to scramble for yardage.
Matt Purse, the senior, number 35, on the stop, and he has played a solid game, as has the entire Broomfield defense. 3rd and 7 for the Thompson Valley Eagles. Cooper to the left. Again, power I formation. They give to Brown. Brown in traffic, can't bust free. And a good defensive series for the Broomfield Eagles as Thompson Valley will have to punt the ball away.
Yeah, not the way you want to start if you're Thompson Valley, especially down 28-6. You come out and give the ball right back to Broomfield on a 3 and out.
Thompson Valley's offense has been somewhat predictable and unimaginative to this point.
Well, and I just don't know if they have the athletes to run an offense that gives you that kind of big hit capability.
Ireland and Underberg deep for Broomfield, awaiting the kick of Peyton. No pressure. Peyton hits a line drive, and Underberg has it at the 32. Straight up the middle to the 50. Underberg with some steam, and he takes it down to the Thompson Valley 35-yard line.
Good return.
An excellent return, a 35-yard return off the punt, and once again, Broomfield, excellent starting field position.
Absolutely, and the half couldn't have started better for the Broomfield Eagles, as we're going to take a look at this return, Bill. You stop Thompson Valley 3 and out, you get the ball back, and you get a nice return out of it as well, and things couldn't be better for Broomfield right now.
Eric Kaiser, the quarterback. Kaiser hands to Gabel, who gets hit and tackled.
Gabel wasn't in that last couple of series there before the half, Bill. I wonder if he was getting that ankle that he's had a little bit of issue with this season taped up again, and he's back in there.
Although last week Sean Gentry had 114 yards on the ground, so he probably earned himself a few carries.
Mixing it up a little bit, trying to keep some legs fresh.
Exactly. Fisher split to the far side, slot right, it's Ireland. Double tight ends, and Kaiser gets hit and goes down hard. Matt Webb shooting a gap and inflicting some pain on the Broomfield quarterback.
Holy smokes, he came out of nowhere. Kind of caught Kaiser by surprise.
Kaiser meet Webb. 3rd and 15 for Broomfield, and in the first half they were able to convert many third downs, especially third down and longs. 9 first downs in the first half for Broomfield. Gubel is the running back to the left of Kaiser, who's in shotgun. Pass to Fisher, it's low, incomplete. On the coverage, Tanner Wickham. That'll bring up a 4th down and a likely punt.
Yeah, just didn't really have a lot on that ball. Kaiser kind of flipped that one out there and just underthrew Fisher. And I don't know if Fisher would, even if he'd have caught it, he wasn't going anywhere anyway.
Hayden Underberg, we've seen him return punts. Now he's going to kick one away. Max Schoen is deep at his own 10-yard line for Thompson Valley. Flag on the play, I think offside on Thompson Valley. Underberg's punt is inside the 20, down by Blake at the 15. And it looked like Thompson Valley, Noah Harold from the right side, jumped the gun a little bit.
Well, you know, he had a block on a field goal attempt early in the or late in the first quarter, Bill, and thought he could get the snap count there, and we'll see what the if that's really the case. We'll see if he jumped the gun.
Or it could be a legal procedure on Broomfield, thereby drawing Harold offsides. And that's what it is. And they're going to decline the penalty.
Take the ball to 15. That's a tough spot there. I mean,
I would make him kick it over if I was Thompson Valley.
Yeah, at least give your team a chance to return it.
Yeah, maybe get a big play. I was a little surprised too that Brown wasn't deep. They've got to get the ball in his hands, whether it's little flare passes or sweeps.
Definitely need to get him the ball in space. Every time he gets so far in this game, every time he's gotten the ball, he's been surrounded by 3 or 4 blue shirts. Get the ball to him out in space and let him make a move, run a guy over, and get to the house.
So 1st and 10 for Thompson Valley at the 15-yard line. And again, this is a team that is rebuilding. They've had some positive things happen this season, Thompson Valley, but they still have not been able to get that win. And right now it looks like a team without confidence, but here's Brown. Brown running hard out to the 32-yard line, a 17-yard gain. And Thompson Valley gets their 3rd first down of the ball game.
You know, Brown, when he gets to that next level in the defense, the 2nd level of the defense, he finishes off a run and makes players pay for it trying to tackle him. We're going to take a quick look at this last run, Bill. Great run on 1st down, and this is a nice little start to a drive by Thompson Valley. And right here, even with not much of a head of steam, he still bulldozes over the tackler at the end of the play.
Brown runs into traffic, gets through. Brown is gone. They won't catch him. Dorian Brown with a 68-yard touchdown run. And Thompson Valley gets a much-needed score.
Holy cow. He can score in a heartbeat, can he?
He's pretty good. We saw the films and said, well, let's see it live, and we have. 2nd touchdown of the night for Dorian Brown. A 68-yard scamper. And we'll see if they go for 2. They did miss an extra point earlier. Brown now 11 carries, 131 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Still a little confusion on the extra point here, Bill, from Thompson Valley. They're running players in and out and looking to the sidelines to see if they go for 2. It looks like they're huddling up as if they're going to go for 2.
They better get the play off. They've wasted a lot of time. The back judge will count it off with his arm because there's no play clock here. Schoen sends a tight end in motion. That's Webb. Here's the pitch. And getting bottled up and tackled at the 5-yard line.
Ball carrier number 17.
And that will do it there. That was Vincent Rodarte, who normally is a cornerback. They gave him the ball, and he did not make it. So 28-12 in favor of Broomfield with 7:46 to go in the 3rd quarter. So a little life in the Eagles of Thompson Valley. They hail from Loveland, Colorado. That is a nice sounding name of a town. Where are you from? Loveland. Better than Hateville. And Ryan, tell us what's happening here.
Well, you see this. This is the touchdown run by Brown. You're not going to get him by just grabbing his jersey, which is about the only thing that actually got grabbed on him on that touchdown run. Nice seam, good patience, good vision to see that hole off the left side, and then makes one cut after he gets to the 2nd level of the defense, and he is scampering.
Zwickel's kick, it's short. It will bounce at the 20. Loose ball, and Thompson Valley has a shot at it.
I think they got it.
Thompson Valley does have it. Coming up with the loose ball was Kyle McNally.
That was like a pitching wedge shot. Hit the ground and back straight up on him.
Some backspin on it. So a short kick, good bounce, and Thompson Valley, tell you what, it's easy for a team to come out without enthusiasm when you're down 28-6 at the break. But a touchdown run, they get this flukish play on the special teams, and they're in business again. And here's Brown. Brown running hard inside the 10-yard line. Another first down, and we do have an injured Thompson Valley Eagle getting up slowly. Can't see the numbers. Noah Harold.
He's not going to pull himself out. He's in this one for the long haul. This is Brown off the left side.
You mentioned him finishing off runs.
Oh, watch this here. He's got a couple of guys on his back, and he's just twisting and turning and making people pay at the end of that run.
The officials sent Noah Harold off the field. It's an official's timeout. They saw that he was shaken up, and now Thompson Valley will take a timeout. So they have 2 timeouts remaining. That's good officiating. Sometimes the coaches may not see a kid shaken up, but if an official sees a kid's a little woozy, they'll get him off the field, and that's a smart play to make. 7:40 to go, third quarter. It's Broomfield 28, Thompson Valley 12. Thompson Valley, they are 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions away from tying this thing. So if you're a Broomfield fan, you may feel a little comfortable, but there's also a little trepidation. Our next game, Boulder and Legacy. That will be at 5 Star Stadium in Thornton. Nice facility. And then Holy Family will host Faith Christian later this month. Don Apodaca, our ace statman, said that Holy Family's theme song should be "We Are Family" by Sister Sledge. Pittsburgh Pirates made that song famous in 1979. Here's Brown up the middle. Brown punishing tacklers. Touchdown. Touchdown for Dorian Brown, his 3rd of the night. And good heavens, Ryan, with 7:33 to go in the third quarter, we've got ourselves a football game.
Yeah, just like that. Just one little play, big rushing play by Brown, and then the little fluke off the kickoff. I mean, you can't really plan that. But remember how I said about 5 minutes ago, Bill, that this third quarter it started pretty much as good as it's going to get for Broomfield? I take that all back.
They're going to go for 2. Brown trying to avoid tacklers, not this time.
Ball carrier number 6.
9 of the 11 Broomfield defenders got a piece on that tackle. So Thompson Valley, 2 touchdowns in 13 seconds, and they trail it by 10. Still plenty of time to go in this game. 7:33 left, third quarter. Broomfield 28, Thompson Valley 18. And let's take another look at the touchdown from Dorian Brown.
There's the give. He makes one guy miss at that line of scrimmage, and then he's into the second tier of that defense, and it's going to take a couple of guys from that defense to make a tackle on Dorian Brown when he gets that deep.
Nice leg drive. Now the Broomfield deep men have come up a few yards, and that's a wise thing. Todd Zwickel, the senior, will boot it away once again. Nice kick. It sends Ireland to the 8. Ireland with some room. Still on his feet out to the 39-yard line. As Fiscus gets in on the tackle.
Nice tackle by Fiscus. Might have saved a touchdown there. He had a head of steam going there, and Fiscus got in there and made the tackle.
McNally also on the stop. We'll take another look. Now, fans, watch number 70 in white. There's 17 with the first hit. And there he is, number 70, Cole Fiscus, the cousin of my color man, Ryan Cloberdance. All right.
Runs in the family, apparently.
Here's Gubel. Dan Gubel is hit by Schoen. Ball is loose, but after the whistle. So it'll be a second down and about 7.
Schoen with a nice tackle. He's gotten burned a couple of times earlier in this game, but that right there, he sized up Gabel and made a nice hit.
Now, it's important we mentioned your cousin, Ryan, because I don't want you to be the bad guy at family outings for the rest of your life. That you didn't mention your cousin when he made a nice tackle.
I understand.
Gabel, 12 carries for 60 yards.
People think you're a cheerleader.
Kaiser calling signals, pitch to Gabel. Gabel runs into Nemai, his own man, and a flag flies. You could give Nemai the tackle, but they'll probably credit it to C.J. Remo, the junior right tackle.
Well, and I think when Gabel hit Nemai, I think he exposed a holding call. I think Nemai had a handful of jersey, and Gabel ran him over, and he was just holding on for dear life and holding on Broomfield.
So they're going to push it back, and another penalty for the Eagles, and that is 8 penalties on Broomfield.
Back it up, Cooch, get back, please.
How many yards, Don Apodaca?
I'm going to say 80. I'm just guessing. I have no idea.
How many, Don? 65 yards and penalties.
That is a lot of penalties for high school football.
And especially a team that is so well coached like Broomfield. And I just can't understand it. I'm sure Gary Davies is thinking, what is going on? Ritker and Ireland split to the right. Gentry is the tailback now to the right of Kaiser. Here comes a blitz. Passes through the hands of Ritker and nearly intercepted. Tanner Wickham almost with the carom. And now a 3rd and 16 for Broomfield as the ball is at the Broomfield 34-yard line. And let's take another look at this, Ryan. This could have been a big break for Thompson Valley.
Yeah, had the right play call on for a blitz, a quick little hitch out to the right, but just overthrown and almost intercepted.
So 3rd and long for Broomfield. Thompson Valley bringing pressure again, and Kaiser keeps, and that did not work out well. Gain of 2, maybe 3. Webb on the tackle. Also getting in there was Rodarte.
Yeah, Broomfield's just getting flat out played right now.
And Thompson Valley is looking good, and they're going to send Dorian Brown deep for the punt. As Hayden Underberg, see if he was given instructions to kick away from number 6, who is at his own 22-yard line. Good pressure. He gets it away, and he did kick away from Brown, and the ball will bounce and roll to the 26-yard line. And there's where Thompson Valley will take over. So, Ryan, give a lot of credit to the defense of the White Eagles.
Yeah, definitely. They've, in the last 3 possessions, forced 2 punts and got a blocked field goal attempt. So, Thompson Valley doing the job on defense. Let's see if their offense can come out and score another touchdown.
Well, if I'm the offensive coordinator for Thompson Valley, I'm saying, number 6, here's the ball.
Yeah. And offensive line, give him a hole.
That was a 33-yard punt.
You can hear that, Bill. You can hear our crowd mic picking up a little bit of the Broomfield coaches saying, stay at home, stay at home. And that's what you have to do to try to slow down Brown.
Webb the fullback, Brown the tailback, and Brown has it. And he is pushed back. Cody Wheeler among the tacklers. Also Matt Person there and Dominic Nemai.
Big blue dog pile on that tackle.
But Brown is one of those guys, you bottle him up once or twice, but every single time he's a threat to go. I've been totally impressed by this kid.
Absolutely.
It's weird. You see him on tape, you hear about him, you read about him, but until you actually see a guy, that's when it really makes an impression. And he is everything he's been billed to be. No wonder Colorado State and Colorado are among the teams after him. Hand off to the fullback, Webb. And that gets stymied after about a yard pickup, perhaps. That'll bring up 3rd and long for Thompson Valley. This is a big play for them because they'd like to keep the momentum if they can get a first down.
Well, they have 0 yards passing tonight. 3rd and long is not necessarily a strong suit for this team. Let's see if they give the ball to Brown and just try to have him make a play for him.
Again, if you're Broomfield's defense, you have to key on number 6. Webb is the fullback. The tailback is Dorian Brown. Brown has it. Brown met by Blake. Met by a couple of other tacklers and finally strung out. And Blake just stayed with him. He would not let go.
He's got to slow him down and wait for the rest of your team to come help you, because you may not get him down by yourself, especially if you're the size of J.J. Blake. But I mean, he's a big kid. He's a large haul, and you need a couple of guys to get him down on pretty much every tackle. And if you can stand him up and wait for some help, you'll get him down.
J.J. Blake, 160 pounds. He said, if you're going to score a touchdown, you're going to carry me 70 yards, because he was not letting go. Peyton will kick it away. Underberg and Ireland standing at the Broomfield 40 awaiting the punt. Underberg had a nice return last time, and he'll have another opportunity. No, it's Ireland. Actually, both of them. Underberg finally comes up with it, and we have flags flying as Underberg still on his feet, and he loses his balance finally at the 32. Excellent return, but I believe it's going to come back.
Yeah, and we have a down eagle. Thompson Valley had a player down, but looks like he's going to get up and try to walk it off.
Holding on Broomfield.
Another costly penalty.
That's 9 penalties for Broomfield. Thompson Valley has just 1 penalty.
Almost a fumble right here, a muff on the punt return. Ireland and Underberg just really, both of them wanted to return this. Nice return by Underberg once he got rolling, but the hold came early on in this run back, and it's all for naught for Broomfield.
That's just bad communication by the 2 deep men for Broomfield on that punt. So 1st and 10, Broomfield with a 10-point lead, 3:11 to go, third quarter. Ball at their own 37-yard line. Gentry straight up the middle, big yardage. Gentry down the sidelines, and he is pushed out of bounds. Saving tackle by Rodarte, but it's a big gainer. A 52-yard scamper for Sean Gentry.
Holy smokes, Sean Gentry out of nowhere. This is just a straight give to the back out of the spread formation. It's a nice shot of his eyes there as he's running downfield there.
It's NFL Films quality right there.
And that hand right there just pushed him out of bounds at the 11.
And Gentry again, this time he gets stopped.
Hey, he's out of gas.
C.J. Remo. That was great camera work. Despite what you say, Ryan, I think we have a great crew. Our crew is tremendous. So a loss on the play, loss of 1 yard. 2nd down, 11. Ball resting on the 12-yard line for Broomfield. If Thompson Valley can at least hold Broomfield to a field goal attempt, that would have to be a feather in their caps.
Well, and at that point, it's a little bit of a moral victory. But you should just give up a big run to a running back. That's just can't happen.
Kaiser keeps looking in the end zone to the corner, and it is caught for a touchdown. And I'm not sure who it is. Cannot see the number.
It's dark in that corner.
The tight end. And it's caught by Christian Nemai. Christian Nemai, a sophomore tight end.
Ran that same play that they scored their first touchdown off of, Bill. This time, instead of going to the short man, they went to the deep guy running along the back of the end zone.
And Drew Clark is 5 for 5 on extra point attempts. So that's a much needed touchdown by Broomfield, set up by the long run by Sean Gentry.
Yeah, we're going to watch the replay of this. This is the exact same play they ran out to score their first touchdown. Kaiser on the first one, he threw the up back. This time he throws to the deep man running along the backside of the end zone. That's Nemai. That's an easy catch for a sophomore. That's probably his first touchdown in varsity action, I'd imagine.
3rd touchdown pass for Eric Kaiser. And he is 10 for 15, 100 92 yards after that 12-yard touchdown pass. Third of the night.
I'm going to guess they're going to squib this.
The crowd waving up to us here.
Well, they're in a good mood.
Yes, they are. Ball bouncing around, and it's picked up by an up man. And the up man goes down.
Ugh.
Zach Wynn, a reserve defensive tackle with that. And he held on to it. That's the main thing.
Well, he held on to it. He took a shot in the chops, though, I'll tell you.
And guess what? He likes it. Running off the field, he had a chance to carry the ball.
Yeah. Don't give any chances when you're, yeah.
Now, granted, it's not national TV.
Not yet.
But these games end up on YouTube. If you type in Broomfield football or Holy Family football, these things end up on YouTube, my friends. And the kids get a kick out of these games. I mean, you and I, Ryan, love these games, but the kids, some of these guys, this might be their only opportunity to play on TV. Hand off to the running back. Looks like Webb gets a couple of yards. He is stacked up.
Referee just made, and I'm not sure why he waved it off. Running back literally took a step forward and stood still.
But he reset.
Apparently. He just stood there, so I guess that's called setting yourself again. But
those were several long seconds for that guy, too. Oh, no, don't call the penalty.
Don't call the penalty.
Webb and Brown in the backfield. Split backfield now, a pro set. Schoen is in trouble. He had no chance. Cody Wheeler takes him down with the sack.
And Wheeler making amends for the sack he missed in the first half. Schoen really had literally no chance to even set his feet to throw that ball down the field. Don't see him drop back to pass the ball very often, and when they do, they've had a host of blue shirts in the backfield.
Yeah, in the future, they better just take a three-step drop because there's just too much pressure by the Broomfield defense. Cooper split out to the far side, and the slot is McNally left. 3rd and 15, ball at the Thompson Valley 25. Schoen rolls out. He's in trouble. Scrambling. And he does pick up about 4 yards, but he pays the price. As Matt Purse was there on the stop.
I'm not sure if that was a pass or not. I'm going to say it was, but Schoen never took the ball out from under his arm as if he was going to throw the football. Just didn't have time.
And there's a series where Brown did not touch the football. Clock is winding down, under 30 seconds to go, third quarter. Ireland and Underberg deep once again.
Don't you have to get your hands on the football if you're Brown in any situation?
Turner McFadden with the punt, new punter, and here's Ireland into Thompson Valley territory. Ireland down the sidelines, and Ireland will score, but there's a penalty marker down. Hold everything. But it looks like it'll be on Thompson Valley. So Ireland with the 59-yard punt return for a score. And once again, Broomfield has breathing room.
Unbelievable.
The crowd was booing when they saw the official making the call, and then they cheered when they pointed toward Thompson Valley. They've been conditioned to expect penalties on their home team.
Yep.
So that was a terrific return again by Trent Ireland. His second touchdown of the night. He had a TD reception in the first half.
We have seen some fantastic special teams plays in this game, Bill.
Both teams. And Drew Clark will try to tack on the extra point. Crowd is chanting 64, 64, and 64 puts it high into the night for the extra point. Broomfield 42, Thompson Valley 18. And Ryan, Thompson Valley got a little closer, but then Broomfield woke up once again.
Yeah, it took just a little bit of a wake-up call for Broomfield, and we're going to see Nate Ireland make one heck of a return as Cole Fiskus gets blown up a little bit right there on that block. It's all right, bud. And Nate Ireland turns the corner, and once he turns that corner, there's really no catching him.
Now, for a split second on that replay, we lost sight of the ball carrier. Did our cameraman on the sideline get a little wimpy and back up? I'm wondering.
Did he think he thought he was going to get hit? Is that what you're saying?
You know, sometimes you got to take the hit if you're down there.
Boy, I don't know if I'd be talking like that.
You're right. They might be angry with me, but hey, I love our crew. Do a great job. Line drive. And again, it's caught by the up man. And big number 71 dancing. He fumbles the ball. And it is recovered by, I'm not sure who, Zach Wynn, who had a return earlier. This time fumbles it. And it's Broomfield football. And we're going to take a replay, take a look at that.
We'll see if we can pick up where he lost the football, Bill. This is the last play of the third quarter, by the way, folks, and we'll watch Wynn and see if we can see where the ball gets stripped. Not normally a ball carrier, right there. Nice play by the defender. Lee Cannon with the strip, a sophomore. That's a nice way to earn yourself a little playing time. Strip a ball.
Exactly. Lee Cannon. Good name. That's the end of the third quarter of play. Our score, Broomfield 42, Thompson Valley 18. We'll be back right after this. And a carry by Dan Gubel picks up a first down for Broomfield, a 17-yard pickup for Gubel. The officials started this fourth quarter a little bit earlier than we had hoped. And we'll take another look at that so you don't miss any action.
13 rushes for 77 yards for Gubel in this game, Bill, and that's a wide open hole on the left side of the offensive line for Broomfield. And Gubel doing the job tonight. Not fancy numbers, but doing a good job.
First and 10, Broomfield. Ball at the Thompson Valley 24. Kaiser looking to the end zone. Underberg. He has it. Touchdown! Hayden Underberg with a terrific catch. Tanner Wickham with the coverage, and he was all over him. Fourth touchdown pass of the night for Eric Kaiser.
Holy cow, what a throw. What a throw.
I think the two touchdowns within 13 seconds by Thompson Valley in the third quarter got Broomfield mad a little bit. So Drew Clark will try the extra point again. High snap. Tyler Elbow gets the two-point conversion. Heads up play. He hits Gentry. They were in scramble mode, and Elbow hit Gentry with the two-point conversion. And so it's 50-18 in favor of Broomfield. That's a smart play by the backup QB.
Yeah, great play by the backup QB. And, you know, there's just not a whole lot you can do about that. The snap is high. Look at this throw by the starting QB, Eric Kaiser. Nice lob, good air underneath it. Let his wide receiver run underneath it. That is a great catch because he had a defender all over him.
So it's 50-18. Everything going right for Broomfield. Even with a high snap, they were able to get a two-point conversion.
Yeah, it's a tale of 15 minutes here, Bill. Everything was going wrong for Broomfield with about 9 minutes in the third quarter, and all of a sudden everything's going right.
22 unanswered points by the Eagles. Clark, line drive kick, and it rolls to the 10. Picked up by Brown. Brown punishes tacklers as he's pushed out of bounds. Gets an extra shove. No flag.
Just a little extra. How you doing?
I think frustrated too.
Welcome to Broomfield.
I mean, he's been spectacular, Brown. We've seen some great performances tonight. Eric Kaiser for Broomfield. Broomfield on the night, Ryan, close to 400 yards total offense, 161 yards rushing, 216 passing. Thompson Valley, meanwhile, just 145 yards total offense, all on the ground.
Watch this shove here at the very end. He's out of bounds by a ways, and there's the extra push.
Could have been a flag.
It definitely could have been.
You don't want to see things get out of hand as far as the chippiness goes. Brown stutter steps and finds himself surrounded by everybody.
Squirts out there at the end. came out of that pile somehow, Bill. Really weird. He had a wide open running lane off tackle on the left side, stopped and cut that ball back up into the middle. Maybe not seeing what we're seeing out here, but of course I'm standing up in a nice warm booth and he's wearing a football helmet. So
it was like
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
It was like a rugby scrum.
A little bit.
Power I formation, 2nd and 7. Schoen keeps. And he gets hit out of bounds. A couple of good hits there. Both teams still fighting pretty hard. It's been a physical game.
It really has. And, you see a couple of players getting up a little slow here in the fourth quarter from both sides of the football. It's been a hard-fought battle. Score doesn't necessarily reflect this half and how competitive it's been. Thompson Valley came out firing on all cylinders, and Broomfield just has returned the favor, basically.
3rd down and 8. Ball at the Thompson Valley 31-yard line. Quarterback keep, and he gets about 3 yards, but that will be well short of a first down. And now danger time again for Thompson Valley as they have to punt it away.
And again, Brown didn't even move on that play. Standing in the offensive backfield, didn't even move. It's odd, just odd. It looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, 4th and 6 at their own 34-yard line. Here's the pitch to Brown. And Nemai and company, Sean Tatum, Trevor Valle all wrap him up, and a little surprised they went for it on 4th and 6 in their own territory.
Deep in their own territory there, but Coach Inman just looking to put some points on the board here, and that's pretty deep in your own territory. Even with the score 50-18, that's still pretty deep to go for it in your own territory. You got to give your defense a fighting chance, and right now he's got them backed up against a wall.
And Thompson Valley will take a timeout. And we'll take another look at that 4th down try by Thompson Valley.
So give to Brown, Wheeler, company, sniffing it out. Nemai, not a lot going on that little pitch out to the left. Brown just doesn't really have it. Just can't seem to get him into space, Bill.
And you can always see the replays of these games. We encourage people, come to the game, support high school football, and then watch the replays. Tuesday at 10 a.m., Wednesday a matinee special at 2, Thursday night primetime 8 o'clock, and Saturday at 6 o'clock.
Set your DVR.
And I really think fans should come to the game, watch it, and then watch all 4 replays.
With the sound down, do they have to watch?
Oh, sound turned up.
Okay.
As loud as it can go. Tyler Elbow is in quarterback now for Broomfield. And he gives the ball, looks like Gentry on the carry. No, actually they're going to put some subs in here, and that was Lee Cannon, who earlier tonight caused a turnover on special teams.
Yeah, like I said, that's a great way to get yourself in a ball game. Caused a turnover and got himself a carry.
Now coming into the backfield for Broomfield is Jose Frere. Albo is a senior, 5'9", 150. Gives to Frere, who gets hit hard. Ooh, nice tackle by Severin Remo, the sophomore defensive lineman.
Caleb Carlson still playing out there as well. He came up, helped out Remo with that.
3rd down and 10, Broomfield at the 37 of Thompson Valley. And Cannon in the backfield once again. He gets the ball. He gets about 2 yards before he's tackled. Carlson, another stop. Also went on the play for Thompson Valley. Looked like Carbajal. So punting situation. And going deep is Turner McFadden. He'll stand at his own 5-yard line.
Got a roster turnover here in this game, Bill.
Underberg will punt it away. Good snap. High kick to the far side of the field, somewhat short. It bounces at the 20, takes a Broomfield roll to the 15, and it will be down there. So Thompson Valley will have the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 15. 7:55 to go, 4th quarter. It's Broomfield 50, Thompson Valley 18. Hard to believe, Ryan, that midway through the 3rd quarter, it was a 10-point game, 28-18, but then Broomfield kicked it in gear. And this is a team that's going to get better as the season rolls along.
Yeah, and you like to see what Broomfield's doing on both sides of the football in this game, and from their special teams as well. They've just had a kick return for a touchdown, or a punt return for a touchdown. So doing it from both sides of the ball tonight. All 3 phases of the game.
Hand off to Brown. He gets a couple of yards before he's stacked up. Just saw on the Broomfield sideline, Gary Davies walked over to Ryan Kennedy. And Ryan Kennedy injured, not playing tonight. He's a senior. He's suited up. You know, he wants to play desperately, but you don't want to put a kid out there if he's hurt. Gary Davies walked over to him and just started patting him on the helmet. Say, hey, sorry you can't play, but that's the way it goes. Hey, if I was a high school player, I wouldn't mind playing for either of these coaches. Brian Inman was tremendous with us, Ryan, and Gary Davies is always a blast. Maybe one of the funnier coaches we run into.
Oh, you could sit with Coach Davies for hours. He'd just tell you stories.
He's been here over 20 years as a head coach. Went to school here, assistant here for a long time. Over 30 years invested at Broomfield High. Pitch to Brown. Brown looking to turn the corner, and he does. And he takes a hard hit out of bounds. Good hit on the play by Zach Gorman.
I don't think Zach Gorman wanted to hit him. He had to.
He didn't want to, but he had to.
Yeah, he's up against his own sidelines there. If he doesn't make that hit, he's going to hear an earful from everyone on the sideline. So watch Brown here. Watch the speed as he gets to the outside and turns this corner. You can see the size difference between him and other players. Tiptoes down the sidelines. Here comes Gorman in to make that hit.
Wasn't that a Tiny Tim song? Tiptoe down the sidelines? 184 yards rushing for Dorian Brown, and movement on both sides. I think the defense jumped first, but we'll see what the call is. 19 carries, 184 yards, and 3 touchdowns tonight for Dorian Brown. It's a false start on Thompson Valley. I look over to the far side of the field, Ryan, and in the bleachers, the few Thompson Valley fans who are here are starting to jump around. I don't know if it's because they're still trying to implore their team on, or they're just freezing.
I was going to say, I think it's more because of they're trying to get their digits back in order.
Max Schoen has been there the whole distance at quarterback tonight. Outlet pass complete to Cooper. Cooper hit at the 39-yard line, knocked out of bounds, short of a first down. It'll bring up a 2nd down and about 7.
Sean Tatum with a deck over there on the
first
completion
sidelines tonight, too. So the first completion of the night, 8-yard pickup.
It's a quick little hitch. There's Tatum to greet him there on the sidelines.
This time Cooper goes to the far side, McNally to the near side. He's in motion. Complete to Cooper, and he goes nowhere. Hit immediately. Underberg with the tackle.
Same exact play, just the other side of the field, trying to give him a little bit more room to run out there. Threw it to the large side, the big side of the field, and that one was snuffed out in a hurry. Underberg saw that one coming.
Again, I'm a little surprised Thompson Valley hasn't tried to hit Dorian Brown with a little swing pass.
Yeah, you just have to give the guy the ball in space. He just doesn't have any room to run out there, or any room to work. Gets his hands on the ball, and there's blue shirts all around him. If you can get him the ball in space, he has a chance to break a tackle and go all the way.
There's that quarterback draw again, and that does not work. Colin Eakes looks like he made the tackle.
There are times it's interesting play calls from Thompson Valley. quarterback keeper right there at 3rd and 6. And, I mean, it works when it's 3rd and 2. Not necessarily a great play on 3rd and 6. So there's things like that that every now and then you just shake your head at sometimes.
Here's Brown.
You don't shake your head at that.
Brown turns the corner. Down the sideline, Dorian Brown knocked out of bounds. A punishing tackle by Dylan Ritker. That was a good tackle, knocked Brown down. But after a long pickup of 40 yards, a first down for Thompson Valley.
It's a little payback right there. Ritker just trying to take out a little aggression. He's gotten hit quite a few times by Brown in this game. Just a straight give to Brown, a little pitch, and he finds a seam and then works his way to the outside. Ritker saves a touchdown here at the very end.
Don't let us score, Dean.
Boom. Nice hit.
Little redemption right there.
Ball at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 for the White Eagles. Little swing pass, and it is caught, wrapped up and thrown out of bounds is Rodarte. That'll be 2nd down.
Trying to run what looks like a little bit of a screen pass there, Bill. And we saw that in a game film before this game. They did run a couple of screen passes to Brown in the last game against Longmont, but just haven't seen much of it here in this game.
And here's Rodarte again. Gets to the 15-yard line before he's taken down. As making the tackle was Sean Gentry. This is like old-time football. You get guys playing on both sides of the ball. Offense, defense, special teams. Old-timers must like this.
Well, you know, with a roster with as many players on it as Broomfield has, you wouldn't think that they would necessarily have to go both ways. Kind of a young ball club, though. Coach Davey said that his freshman class is really good. But kind of a young team, so you want to keep your seniors out there, seniors and juniors out there as much as you can. So some of those guys have to go both ways.
Timeout Thompson Valley. That is their final timeout of the half. Gives us a chance to remind you that we have a couple more football games coming up on Broomfield Channel 8. And we'll get to see Legacy again as they take on Boulder next week. And then Faith Christian will play Holy Family. And that could be a lot riding on that game. And there you see all games you can get on DVD for $10. And just log on to broomfield.org. There's the telephone number, 303-438-6354. And certainly a good keepsake for a lot of parents. And
yeah, it could be a cold game, that Faith Christian Holy Family game, and that could be a game that decides the conference. So we'll see how the season shakes out between now and then, but that could be a game that could decide the conference.
I hope Thompson Valley does not give the ball to number 91 because number 91 is not on my roster. 3rd and 8 at the 14-yard line for the Thompson Valley Eagles. Rodarte, off left tackle, takes a good lick from Ireland, picks up about 4, and will bring up a 4th down situation. And I don't see Dorian Brown on the field for Thompson Valley.
You know, he hasn't been, he's standing on the sidelines over there. He hasn't been in the game since that long 40-yard run just a few plays ago.
He's walking back and forth. I see him. He might have been shaken up a little bit. So 4th and 3 at the 10-yard line. A couple of players split left. Rodarte is the tailback. Rodarte gets it. He gets hit. Digging for extra yards, but I think he's going to come up well short of the first down, probably a yard or two. And Broomfield holds on defense once again. So with 3:55 to go, ball is turned over on downs. Broomfield leading 50-18.
This one just got out of hand quickly, Bill. It was just 28-18, and then in a blink of an eye, it was 50-18.
Yeah, Thompson Valley, with a comeback there, they had 2 touchdowns within 13 seconds. Brown was running wild, and then Broomfield said, okay, we punched us in the face, we're still standing, and they just tacked on 3 quick touchdowns. Tyler Albo, the QB, gives to Cannon Cannon with a nice hole up the middle and picks up about 5, maybe 6 yards before he is finally stopped.
See some good young players for Broomfield coming up here. Cannon's the first time we've had a chance to take a look at him, but he runs hard.
Ty Silver is in the game for Broomfield. He's a wide receiver, a junior, 5'6", 135 pounds. He's split to the far side. Jose Freire is the running back. Gets the ball. Freire with a little burst of speed across the 15 to about the 17-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd and short for Broomfield.
Going to see a lot of change of personnel here as we're watching a lot of the JV team run out there on the field for Broomfield. Thompson Valley they don't have a whole lot of guys on their bench, so you're going to see a lot of the same familiar faces for them. They're not going to be able to turn over their roster quite as much as Broomfield will here.
I see Fiskus on the sidelines. Ryan, why don't they put your cousin in?
Well, maybe after he got blown up on that play, he doesn't feel like it. He's a smart kid.
Tough kid, too. Albo had a high snap, has to pull it down himself, and I don't think he got the first down.
I think he lost a yard or so. Heck of a job by Albo just to hold on to that football. Snap came up. He was holding that thing on the side of his helmet there for a while.
A little David Tyree action.
Yeah, a little bit.
So Broomfield will punt it away. Hayden Underberg will do the kicking honors again. Back deep for Thompson Valley. Deep man is Turner McFadden, a junior, standing at his own 45-yard line.
Taking a lot of time on this snap here, Bill.
It's a good snap. Heavy rush, and Underberg gets it away. It's a short kick, and it takes a Thompson Valley bounce before it's down at the 41-yard line, alertly by Dominic Nemai. So, a minute 55 to go. This game winding down. Just a 22-yard punt.
Oh, at this point for Thompson Valley, what do you need to do to get better? One, find a way to get Brown the football in space. Two, find a little bit more effective way of running the football. Three, try to find an easier way to get a pass out of this formation. They just can't seem to be able to get a pass out of this formation. So, three things to work on offensively for Thompson Valley. And every week's a learning curve for them.
Jones pass incomplete, intended for the tight end. And coverage on the play by Silver.
Had a chance right there. He was open.
Caleb Carlson, a big target at 6'3", 220. And we did see some highlights of the Longmont game, Ryan, and Carlson made an unbelievable catch downfield, one-handed grab. So I thought they might try to work him in a little bit tonight. That hasn't really been the case.
Well, you see that before every football game around the country. You see wide receivers and tight ends trying to catch the ball with one hand in warm-ups, and, it pays off sometimes.
Shown, crossing pattern, intercepted. Intercepted by Broomfield and taken out to the 43-yard line. And that's where Jordan Hood gets body slammed by Dalton Lynch.
Jordan Hood may not know where he's at right now.
He knows he had an interception, though.
And he held on to the football, too. So
another turnover. And let's take a look at that. A rough hit at the end.
And this ball's just overthrown by Schoen. Trying for a little slant. Good concentration.
Tried to hit him in the face mask.
Yeah, good concentration to hold on to that. And then the body slam at the end of the play. Oh, goodness.
My ribs hurt. Tyler Elbow at QB is Broomfield will probably just keep it on the ground and run out this clock. Elbow will keep. He gets hit and goes down. Stays in bounds wisely. And the clock continues to run. Minute 27 to go. Quick reminder, stay with us after the ball game for our post-game show. We'll talk to Gary Davies, head coach of Broomfield. We'll try to get hold of Eric Kaiser. 4 touchdown passes tonight.
Eric Kaiser had just a fantastic evening throwing the football.
He had a very good game also against Longmont.
He did.
I've been impressed with Kaiser. He's done a good job for the Eagles.
Underrated quarterback in this conference.
Maybe not anymore.
Maybe not.
And one thing we do know is he'll be back next year. So things looking good for next season for Broomfield, although there's a lot of football to go
Gabel
this year.
and Kaiser, you've got a healthy stable coming back.
Frere chews up some yardage out to the 50-yard line. But the future does look bright for Broomfield football. Thompson Valley, they need to get some numbers.
Yeah, they really do.
Some of the kids at the school, hey, go out for football next year. Work out in the off-season, go out for football.
You never know. You never know. If you've never played football, you don't know how good you are at football. You could be a stud. You know? Get out, try out for football.
Or be like me, talk about it. 14 seconds left. They'll probably get one more playoff. Snap to elbow. And the handoff to Frere. They get a first down. Fiskus on the tackle. So your cousin makes the final tackle of the game there, Ryan. And that was as good a tackle as I've seen all night.
Yeah, well deserved, too.
And that'll do it. Clock winds down. Our final score, Broomfield 50, Thompson Valley 18. Thompson Valley falls to 0-5 on the season, 0-3 in conference play. Next up for the Thompson Valley Eagles, a home date against Fossil Ridge next Friday. As far as Broomfield is concerned, they are now 3-2 overall, 2-2 in Northern Conference play. And next Friday night, they take on Cheyenne Mountain right here at Elizabeth Kennedy Stadium. So again, our final score, Broomfield 50, Thompson Valley 18. Ryan Klorberdans and myself, Bill Rogan, will be back with the post-game show after this. Our final score tonight, Broomfield 50, Thompson Valley 18. Right now I'm joined by Gary Davies, head coach of Broomfield. And Coach, what did you see in the defense of Thompson Valley that you were able to exploit so efficiently tonight?
Well, they were starting, they had 8 guys in the box, and they were bringing some heat and bringing the linebackers, had their strong safety coming off the edge. So we just made some small adjustments and tried to run and right at them and get some creases. And then we thought we had mismatches in the secondary, so we took the opportunity to try throw the ball deep a couple times.
Tell us a little bit about Eric Kaiser. What made him so successful tonight?
Well, he's just a great competitor. He's very coachable. He gets better every week. He's a young quarterback as far as varsity experience, but he doesn't panic, and he has a lot of tools. And he's just a big-time guy. I mean, he's a great basketball player, and he comes from a great athletic family. And you just put a lot on his shoulder, and he responds in big games.
Now, when people see the score, they'll say, well, Broomfield dominated, and you guys did. But as a coach, you've got to pick apart the game films. You can't be pleased with the penalties. How do you solve that?
We haven't had that problem all year, so it's not a problem. I'm not sure why we got 10 holding calls or whatever, but we're not going to dwell on that. It happens sometimes, but we've been pretty penalty free this year, so we're not going to make a big thing out of it.
Your defense played great, but one guy on their team, Thompson Valley, Dorian Brown, what kind of player is this guy?
He is the guy, and he's got all the tools. He's big, strong, he's competitive, and we didn't have a real good answer for him. He had some big plays and kind of contained him a little bit. Not so much him, but the rest of their offense. And sometimes that's what you have to do, just make one guy try to beat you. And I think we did a pretty good job of that.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. And you can go meet your team.
Well,
we're going to talk
getting interviewed after the game for a change.
It's been a while. Thanks, Coach. That's Gary Davies, head coach of Broomfield, and right now Eric Kaiser. Hi, Eric. Congratulations on the game tonight. What was the game plan going in? Because the offense just looked sharp in all phases.
Yeah, we knew we were going to throw it quite a bit, and last week versus Niwot, I wasn't making my throws very accurate, but in practice the coaches helped me, and we just got it down and with the receivers. So.
When you hear that you might be throwing the ball more than usual, does that get you excited?
Yeah, it does, because I love throwing it. So.
Tell us about the last pass, the deep ball to the corner of the end zone to Underberg. That was a terrifically executed play. Take us through that.
Yeah, it was the wide side, and I knew Underberg can beat the corner, so I just lobbed it out there, and he made a great catch. So.
Well, Broomfield played terrific tonight, Eric. How much better do you think this team can get?
Oh, we can get a lot better, and we can go pretty far, I think.
Now, it's nice to have a running combination of Gentry and Gubel in the backfield. What do they do for you?
Oh, with the fakes and stuff, it opens up all the passing game and stuff, so it helps.
It's a little cold out here, so you're probably thinking it would be a good time to end this interview, correct?
Yeah, probably.
All right, well, go celebrate with your teammates. Good job tonight.
Thank you.
Eric Kaiser, 4 touchdown passes on the evening for the Broomfield Eagles. And right now, Ryan Kloberdanz rejoins me. And we talked at the opening, 2 teams really needed to win. And Broomfield, I'm not going to say they were hungrier than Thompson Valley, but they were deeper, more experienced, and they just played a solid all-around game.
Well, and you have the bodies that you can rotate in. You get fresh legs out on the field. And execution-wise, pretty flawless through 3/4 of this game for Broomfield, so they're going to walk out of here with a well-deserved win.
I think Broomfield fans have to be pleased with the balanced attack.
Oh, absolutely, and who knew that Eric Kaiser could throw the ball like that besides Eric Kaiser probably, and he threw 3 or 4 unbelievable throws tonight, especially that last one to Underberg in the end zone. So if we can mix that in and have a little bit more balanced attack on offense, they could go a long way.
We saw a kid for Thompson Valley tonight by the name of Dorian Brown explode 3 touchdowns. He had a kickoff return. The kid is tremendous. He's only a junior. We will hear his name a lot more in the future.
Absolutely. He is Thompson Valley football right now, and without him, that's a completely different ball club, and it'd be tough to even squeak out a yard, it seems like. But he is the man, and like Coach Davey said, and he's going to go places.
And finally, Ryan, are you going to give the game ball to your cousin Cole Fiskus of Thompson Valley?
Well, if I had 2 of them, I'd probably give one to Eric Kaiser, and then probably one to him too. Yeah.
Well, big win for Broomfield, a score of 50-18 over Thompson Valley here at Elizabeth Kennedy Stadium. A perfect homecoming for the Eagles. So for the entire staff, for Don Apodaca, our stat man, and Ryan Kloberdanz, I'm Bill Rogan. Thanks for watching high school football on KCCB. We'll catch you next time.